What's up, guys? Your boy KFB23 on the YT, and I'm back here with another video. And today, I get to talk about my favorite player in all of basketball, Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins. When I tell you, I know I watched every single Andrew Wiggins game from this entire season, and understand the first half of the season he was garbage. He was bad. He was not giving us much, honestly. But since January, since the last 6 to 7 games of him playing basketball, I want you to know he has improved so much. I have to give my guy the credit he deserves. He started off rocky, but he fought his way back. Honestly, he did come into the season with a rib injury and all the mental issues with his family and him returning and leaving. It was a very, very bad year for Andrew Wiggins, honestly. But now, since the last 6 games he's playing, he's been phenomenal. On the 6-game Warriors win streak, when Jonathan Kuminga was out of the lineup and Klay Thompson was still on the bench, bro, he went crazy. He averaged 16 points, 6 rebounds, had a plus minus of 10. Sorry, I know those stats don't mean much out loud to you, but that's the Wiggins that we needed. And these stats are kind of bad because he had a bad game. He had 28 points against the Orlando Magic, then 23 points. Then the next game he dropped 5 points against the Spurs. He was a second option, and these stats aren't as impressive now because come on. He had one bad game. It kind of ruined the entire thing. But hey, I digress. And in his return, after that 6-game win streak that the Warriors had with Andrew Wiggins as the second option, he got an ankle injury. Came back last night against the Lakers, had 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks, and shot 7 of 12 from the field. That's all I wanted. He's the biggest contributing factor on where the Warriors won last 2 years ago. He's the reason. If Andrew Wiggins does not show up tonight, it's very hard for the Warriors to win if he's not consistently giving us 17 to 18 points. And I want people to know this is not a new thing. This is not something. He's been doing this since January 1st. People have been saying he's been doing what he needed to do because Jonathan Kuminga on the Warriors has emerged as a young star, the next coming guy. So Andrew Wiggins took a backseat to him, and he was only taking 10 to 8 shots per night since January 1st. But in those numbers, he was still a productive player. He was not washed. He just took less shots. So Kuminga, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry could get their job done, and has been playing the fourth fiddle in the lineups. Since January 1st, he's been averaging 12 points per game, 4 rebounds, 76% from the free throw line. He only takes 10 field goals per game and shooting 48% from the field and 41% from 3. And right now, he's about a league average 36, which coming into the season, after the first 2 months, I thought bro was going to shoot in the low 30 ranges, honestly. He missed, I think, in the start of the season, he started 2 for 31. He was shooting Kelly Oubre Jr. numbers when he went 0 for 50 back in 2021 with the Warriors. And him being able to get back to 36%, I'm glad on that. 36% also on 4 attempts. Everything for Andrew Wiggins this year is a career low on field goals, minutes, and he's still trying to find his way back to being productive. Steve Kerr is now regularly playing him more consistent minutes, which is a positive. As long as he's on the lineup, he can do positive things for this franchise. But let's talk about the defense. Even though offensively he's been shaky this year, defensively he's still one of the best in the league. Still one of the best two-way players in this league. He still has that defensive lockdown badge in NBA 2K. And here are the notable stars this season that Andrew Wiggins has guarded and what they shot against him. Luka, 5 for 16 against Andrew Wiggins. Anthony Edwards, 7 of 21 against Andrew Wiggins. Lauri Markkanen, 2 for 14. I remember those Utah games. Andrew Wiggins was giving the Lauri Markkanen the business. He could not, I'm not gonna lie. People were saying trade for Lauri Markkanen, but Andrew Wiggins was locking his ass down. SGA, 5 for 12. De'Aaron Fox, 5 for 12. Donovan Mitchell, 5 for 12. Cade Cunningham, 0 for 6. Halliburton, 1 for 3. I remember that Halliburton game. Andrew Wiggins had held that man to under double-digit points. That was the start of it when Halliburton was struggling that part of the season, and he couldn't make a basket on him. And the most noteworthy, Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic this year is deadass the MVP of this league. Deadass 30 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, the entire 9. But when Andrew Wiggins is in his face and in his grill, he just looks average. He still gets his, like, I understand. They do their best. Jason Kidd knows better to not let Andrew Wiggins be on him the entire game. He forces switches. He makes sure it's hard. So Luka still gets his number. He still puts up the 30-point triple on the Warriors. But when Andrew Wiggins is guarding him, he just looks regular out there. In the 3 games, Luka on Andrew Wiggins has only put up 14 points, 5 for 16, 4 from 10 from 3, with 5 turnovers, bro. With 5 turnovers. I think this team, I'm a Warriors fan, I think this team can still make a run in the playoffs, honestly. I look at the Milwaukee Bucks, who are the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference, and I look at them and like, bro, I'm confident as hell. I'm confident we can beat them in the 7-game series. I'm confident. I might be a little delusional, and that's because I'm a fan of this franchise, but we're only 4 games difference between that record and the 10th seed in the conference. They're the 2nd seed with 48 wins, and we're the 10th seed with 44. And we can still get to 48 wins this season, 47 wins this season. And we can make a historic run. With Klay Thompson back in the starting lineup and looking decent. 2 years ago, last year, we were the best. We had the best 5-man lineup in all of basketball. And I still believe. So I'm KFB 23 on the YT. I'm out. Peace.